Hey everyone. Today let's talk about something that everybody seems to be wondering about at this point, because a lot of us have already reached or will soon reach trust rank 6 with our Serenity Teapot. So the item in question here is, whoops, here, the transient resin. Okay? So transient resin, the description here says it's an item that can be used to replenish original resin, and once used, it will replenish 60 original resin. It sounds like it works the same way as a fragile resin, but the only difference here is that, okay, once obtained, it will automatically dissipate after a period of time. So the expiration time will be calculated from the Monday after this item is obtained, and it will disappear 7 days from then. Okay, so basically, say if you obtain it on the Tuesday, then you have the rest of the week, and then come Monday, the clock starts ticking and it counts down on 7 days until it disappears. So you have until then, okay, until then to redeem your 60 resin. If you don't redeem it, then it is gone. Now, what I've seen with some of other people's expectations or other YouTubers who have already purchased this transient resin is that they were assuming that this is something that will give them 60 extra resins every week, that it will refresh itself. And that wasn't the case. It was not. Okay. So, like it says here, it is consumable. It is a consumable. Okay. So, essentially, right? Essentially, then if it's a consumable, you redeem it, you use it up, then it's gone. It's not coming back. If you want another 60 resin, if you want another transient resin with a 60 resin, then you're going to have to save up 1,200 coins and buy it again. Okay, so that's the caveat here. Um, so now, what can you do with 60 resin? Well, 60 resin is basically one weekly boss fight at the regular rate, or maybe two. Okay, if you are doing it for the first time that week using the discount, or it can be three domain runs or three ley lines. Okay, depending on how you want to use it. Okay, now it depends whether yeah, it depends what you want to do. But for myself here, I am on an artifact grind. And what I'm really looking at here is this sanctifying essence for 360 coins here. And this thing gives you 10,000 EXP for artifacts. And then this other one here, which is a sanctifying unction for only 90 coins, it gives you 2,500 EXP. Okay, so these two things can essentially, perhaps, maybe, perform the same thing as the transient resin can with the extra 60 resin that it's going to give me. But how many artifacts am I going to get from a boss fight or a domain run? What is 10,000 EXP or 2,500 EXP worth? Okay, let's take a look. So here's another thing that I want to show you here. Let's see. There. This is a EXP chart from Genshin Wiki, and it says here a consume artifacts EXP value is based on this rarity. Okay, so in a boss fight, depending on your rare level, I'm at rare level 8, so I get at least one piece of 5-star artifacts, and maybe a handful of 4 stars, and a bunch more 3 stars. Okay, how many do I get? I've never actually counted. So I'm going to do a domain run and a boss fight just to get an idea of how many average drops I'm gonna get. Now, as far as what 10,000 EXP gets you, 10,000 EXP, look at this. For a 5-star artifact, if you want to raise a 5-star artifact, it can get you close, but not quite, to level 3 with that sanctifying essence. Now, even less with the sanctifying unction, which only gives you, what, 2,500 EXP? It doesn't even bring you to level 1. Okay, so one of those potions is not gonna be doing a lot. So let's do an experiment and see uh, how many artifacts and things I can get in a boss fight and a domain run. So let's go here. Let's get out of my teapot and go to a boss fight. Oh, let's see. Can I go from here? Uh, where's my handbook? I don't have my handbook here, so I need to leave my teapot. All right then. Okay. Uh, okay. What is this place? Ah, okay. So I'm gonna be doing the Ashtaha domain, and this one cost me 60. It's gonna cost me 60 resins, and I'm going to spend a fragile resin to do this experiment. Okay, and this is the only weekly boss domain remaining that I have not claimed the treasure. The other ones I claimed already, so I can't do that one. Okay, so let's go here, and I will be doing the level 90 here, and so let's load that up, and then we'll basically skip to the end and see what sort of things I'm gonna get with my drops. Okay, with my treasure drop. Okay, so here we are. Okay, so let's go in here and doing level 90. Yeah, I'm gonna be replenishing that. That's not a problem. Okay, picking my team here. Um, that might work. I don't know. Okay, let's go. Okay, so challenge is completed. Okay. Looks like I'm trapped in here. Whoops. Ha 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 ha. Okay, let's take a let's claim the prize. Okay. Replenish, use. Yes. Okay, claim. All right. So I get one 5-star and three 4 stars. That's a dream solvent. And one, two, three, four, 3 stars and a bunch of gems here. Okay. Um, so I'm just counting, basically comparing, the worth of artifact value with, using resin versus buying the sanctifying essence or sanctifying unction. Okay. So I get all these. Okay. So I have all these ones that are new, and and let's go back to that wiki page. So 3-star artifacts are worth 120, 1260. 1260. I got 4 pieces. We're gonna continue here. Okay, continue here with a regular domain run. Uh, recommends a cryo, eh? Okay. Okay, we can start. All right, we are done this domain. And let's see what we get from regular resin drop. Claim rewards, use original resin. Now let's break it down and see whether transient resin is really worth it. So first we did a weekly boss run, and we were able to obtain these drops at a cost of 60 resins. Now 30 resins if you're able to do it for the first 3 times in a week to get that discount. So we have one 5-star artifact drop and 3 4-star artifacts and 4 3-star artifacts in that boss drop for a grand total of 16,380 EXP. Or if you were able to do it on 30 resins, you can do it second time and get a total of approximately 32,760 EXP on that discount. So what does that mean? That means it's basically about a 27 EXP per coin because it costs you 1,200 coins for that transient resin. Okay, that is worth 60 original resins. Now let's move over and look at a domain run, artifact domain run. We did a level 90 artifact domain run and we used 20 resins. And so from that particular run, we got one piece of 5-star artifacts, two pieces of 4 stars, and four pieces of 3-star artifacts for a grand total of 13,860 EXP. Now, if you were to use all 60 resins solely on the artifact domain run, you could get approximately 41,580 EXP. And that means it's going to be 34 EXP per coin. Okay. Now, with the sanctifying essence or sanctifying unction, they cost 360 coins and 90 coins respectively, and they give you 10,000 artifact EXP or 2,500 EXP respectively. And so they both come out to about 27 EXP per coin for what it's worth. So if we compare all three of these together, it is if you're solely doing it for artifact leveling, then it is a slightly better deal to buy the transient resin to do artifact runs. Okay. Um, Now, for the boss drops, you could get something very comparable. So there's almost a negligible difference. However, okay, if you were to buy the sanctifying essences, you're probably going to need to buy four of the essences at 360 coins for a total of uh, 1,440 coins to get anywhere near what you would be getting in a domain run or a boss drop. That is about 40,000 EXP. Okay. And so you're actually basically spending 240 coins extra. Okay. If you're buying the essences for the EXP. And the 240 coins, actually, you can buy a whole 4-star blueprint if you haven't bought out all those things already. So really, the essences and even the transient resin is probably something you can consider buying if you're at your teapot endgame. That's you have bought out all the blueprints that you have wanted to buy, and you've maxed out your adeptal energy, and you have basically no place to spend your coins here. Now, let's take a look at one more thing. Okay, resin regeneration. Now, this is like we're looking at to see, whether it is worth to buy transient resin just to spend it elsewhere, not on domain runs or boss drops. Maybe you want to use it for ley lines or other domain runs such as talent books or weapon ascension material domains. So a regular or original resin regeneration, it takes 8 minutes per resin to regenerate. So for 60 resins to regenerate, it takes 480 minutes, and that means it takes 8 hours. Okay. Now, coins accumulation, um, now at rank 6 and above, okay, um, so that means you can buy the transient resin at rank 6. So at rank 6 and above, you would typically be collecting anywhere from 20 to 30 coins per hour. Okay. And so in order to obtain 1,200 coins at 20 coins per hour, that takes 60 hours. Or if you're earning 30 coins per hour, that's 40 hours. So basically, it's 8 hours to get 60 resins versus 40 to 60 hours to get that same 60 resins. So, in terms of time, and if you want to spend that resin on things other than artifact domains, I don't think it is efficient or is worth it. Okay. So again, if you have no place else to spend the coins, then by all means, that is my opinion of it. Now, one last thing. There's these heroes wits in the realm depot. So the heroes wits cost 120 coins per hero's wit, and each wit gives you 10,000 EXP. And so they're worth 83 EXP per coin. Okay, if we break it down like so. Now, at ley lines, if you're using transient resins, okay, so you can do 3 runs of the ley line outcrops at 20 resins per run. Okay, and you're gonna get anywhere between 4 to 5 heroes wits, and again, they're worth 10,000 EXP, and also 6 to 7 adventures experience, which are worth 5,000 EXP apiece. So you can get anywhere from 70,000 EXP to 85,000 EXP per run. Now, mind you, this is at world level 8. Okay. Um, so in terms of EXP per coin, it is it is only about 58 to 70 EXP per coin. So it is definitely not worth it to uh to spend your transient resins on ley lines. It is probably a better bet to spend those or spend their coins on transient resins and then on ley lines. So it is a better choice to spend those coins on hero swits if that is what you're after. Okay, so that is my opinion. Transient resin is definitely worth it, or you get a slightly better deal if you're doing artifacts. And also, I think this is something uh, you can consider if you're at your teapot end game, that you have, no more blueprints to buy, nothing else to buy, and you've maxed out your adeptal energy, and so you're just accumulating coins with nowhere else to spend it. So that is my take on it. Please let me know what you think in the comments.